Okay. Here we go. Good evening, Fresh Baked. We are red hot and rolling. We've done exactly one live stream in 5 weeks. But that stretch is over. The stretch is over and we're back to our regular schedule, hopefully. I imagine a bunch of people have forgotten that we even do these now. So live disappeared as a category. Kind of, sort of. It was recommended to me that I unlist the live streams after like a week or so, because it affects the algorithm in a way that, well, I think anyway. We're testing it, but because the live streams have very low analytics. The analytics are really bad on live streams, and the idea is that it affects the rest of the channel. But we'll see. Something I've been testing out for a while to see if it makes any difference. I don't feel like we get a whole lot of, oh my God, Drew. It's late. Drew, what are you doing? Hey, I saw you were at Coronado Springs. Were you staying the night, or were you in the tower? I saw that picture of the crane at the Encanto land. Oop. What just happened? I just lost my live. Well, gosh darn it, hang on a second. Hang on, I gotta catch up again. $10 p.m. is early for you. Okay, 10 p.m. is like that's my bedtime, basically. I grind so hard throughout the day that I'm just exhausted by then. Okay, let me see if I got any. When do you think Magic Keys will go on sale? They're on sale now. Well, the bottom 2 tiers. The top 2 tiers are not on sale, but the bottom 2 are. Okay, is my shirt? No, my shirt is not on backward. Casey Dupp, I don't know how you put in so many steps. Well, it's easy. I do, most visits to the park, I'm doing 2 laps, around the whole park. It's funny because I do, like on a vlog day, my steps are way less than they are on, let's say, a construction day, because short days, I'm only in the park for 4 hours, but I'll do 15,000 steps because I'm doing nothing but walking for 4 hours straight when I'm in there. I don't stop and get on rides and do anything else. It's just hardcore walking. So I'm always amazed at how my step counts vary, based on what kind of video I'm shooting. I do walk fast. I do walk fast. I've mentioned before, people always comment, they're like, I was gonna say hi to you, but you look like you were going somewhere. You look like you're in a hurry. Man, that's just how I walk. Liz's comment that she can't keep up with me when she tried to shadow me for construction stuff and things like that, but she can't keep up. 30,000 a day? Well, that's a full day. My goodness. I've done 30,000 at Epcot. I've done 30,000 at Epcot twice because that's a really big park to walk around. I've done 2 laps around Epcot. I've done a lap around Epcot after having already done another park the day before, earlier in the day, that is. We got $2 gift I see from Nate. Thank you very much. Says Kathy Ryan is in the, oh, I don't have my Farfignugan. Somebody got to tell, gosh darn it. Somebody text my wife. Somebody text or message my wife and say that my phone is on my desk. My bat phone is on my desk. And we'll hook you up. We'll hook up Koala Cat here in a minute. If not, I'll have to just bounce out of the stream for a second and go get it. When will the Abraham Lincoln animatronic show return? I don't think there's a date set yet for that. But the idea is they want to let Walt, have its run for a little while, and then they'll bring back Lincoln. I don't think it's going to be very long, to be perfectly honest. Is that my desk? Well, no, this is actually just a set. I don't actually work or do any kind of editing here. This is just a set. I hear her. Somebody got a hold of her. Here she comes. That door. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What do you need?
my bat phone. My
bat phone.
My mobile order phone. It's
Where
on my
is
desk.
it? Really?
How am I gonna get to leave that there?
Well, it was in the way of the door.
I know, but you gotta leave it there. It's sound. The acoustics in here are terrible. Can you get my other phone, please?
It's on your desk.
Yeah, it should be under some of that clutter. You look really thrilled to help me out. Thanks. She's great. Okay, let's get back to Jason Eatman with a $20 gift. Hi, David. I was yelling at you through my screen when you were eating the chicken shawarma. The veggies go on this. Yeah, somebody else mentioned that in the comments, and I'm like, I didn't want to say it, but in the video, but I'm like, I wonder if this is supposed to go, because normally shawarmas have, vegetables in there, but it looked like a salad, so I just ate it. But I know I'm ridiculous, but I did have that thought, but I didn't say it on camera. But that would have been really good, I think. T-Flow gifted $1, thank you. And Theme Parks and Things with Johnny gifted $5, thank you. So happy to see you. I came up with the idea of get rid of Little Mermaid, make a land at Disneyland Forward Little Mermaid Land, and put monsters at Little Mermaid. No, I don't think that Little Mermaid warrants a whole land. Not by a long shot. You might get a Princess Land or something like that, but you're not going to get just a Little Mermaid land. Shoot, do I have juice? No, I don't have juice. Oh, Achtung Lebenssein. I have to juice up for a little while. I had this thing all the way charged too. Okay, stand by for a little bit, and then we'll get you guys hooked up here in a little bit. I heard Raider Springs Racers are back online early. Yes, we reported that. I think that was on our website, on our app. But yeah, FreshBaked. Raider Springs open today. Yeah, I'll be going tomorrow, and then look for a ride through on our other site. That is the other site being Tours Departing Daily. John Negro, it was really fantastic seeing you at the Fantasyland rope drop Tuesday morning. You were really gracious to everyone who said hi to you. There was a lot of people. I find it funny. Rope drops it's very common that I am surrounded by fans of the show, because, the fans of our show are diehard fans, and diehard fans go to rope drops. So I feel like it's a pretty good chance that I'm going to meet a bunch of fans whenever I do a rope drop. Jungle Cruiser gifted $5, thank you. Talked to cast member at Toy Story Law. He said the dirt from Avengers Campus is going to be used in 2 years to cover the lot for new construction. To cover the Toy Story lot, the new construction at Toy Story lot that's going to happen. Are we talking about the Disney Springs type situation that they're building there? Is that what you're talking about? T-Flow, get the $2. When do you think the top 2 keys will go on sale? Probably not till January is my guess. They're not going to, matter of fact, they might stop selling all the keys during the holiday period, after a month or two. They might not sell any from, let's say, October through December. I think that's very reasonable. And then January, they'll put them on the market again. Did my Disneyland post inspire the new video? The DCA one, the Josh Tomorrow. Yes, actually, it did in fact true. I was trying to remember what you're talking about. You're talking about on Twitter. Yeah, your post about Josh Tomorrow. I'm like, holy crap, did he really say that? And then I'm like, that's a topic for a State of DCA report. So yes, in fact, it did. and the Avatar, what you call it, Imagineer, her too. There was another one that I didn't get into. I think there was another thing you mentioned, but I forgot what it was. Ladybug, I know you've talked about another Lightning Lane rope drop video. Is this still on your books? Thank you for all your content. As a matter of fact, that rope drop that I was there, that the other guest was talking about, I shot my stacking video. Finally shot the stacking video on yesterday, and I'm not sure when it's going to publish. It might publish on Tuesday. I don't like publishing at the end of the week, anytime after today, basically. Friday, Saturday, Sunday are terrible posting days for this channel. So I might post it on Tuesday. But yeah, I have a stacking video. And stacking is rope dropping. If you're doing stacking right, you're rope dropping. We had 17 rides. We did 17 rides in about 6 hours. And it was a very successful morning. And hopefully it's something that you guys will learn from. So stay tuned for that. Watch out for our stacking video coming up, I think, on Tuesday. Smoky Crab, get the $5. Thank you. Mr. Baked, aka Mr. Kringla, when you walked out and shouted Kringla, I have no idea what you're talking about. What is Kringla? I feel like I'm supposed to know what that is. I feel like I think I just got, what do they call that? I'm going to see if I can't get him to say Kringla. And then somebody won a bet, I think. Did somebody win a bet? CBCJR, get the $20. Thank you. I understand Anaheim wants a system to connect Angel Stadium, Disneyland, the Convention Center, and Garden Walk. Bricky thinks it'll be gondolas. It could be shuttle buses. No, they've already said the gondola wasn't out of Bricky's imagination. The city of Anaheim has suggested they're working on it, that they're contemplating an idea. It's going to start at the Honda Center, connect to the bus and train terminal there, which is beautiful, by the way. And then it's go from there to Angel Stadium, and then from there to the Disneyland Resort. I should have talked about that. Maybe I'll do that in the next State of Disneyland report or something like that, or maybe in the construction report. I'm not sure. Darby Rail Services, gift the $5. Thank you. What did you think about the Disneyland 70th special on ABC? I watched only a little bit of it. I missed the parts that we were referencing earlier. But it's just a fluff piece. It is. I'm not sure that those kind of shows really play anymore. I mean, it was definitely a highly produced fluff piece, and I don't really feel like they revealed anything. So I don't know. That's basically all I can say about that. Darby Rail Services gifted another $5, and then he tracked this message. I wonder if he meant to do that. Wolfful Countenance gifted $10. Thank you. Die Hard fans, I would count myself as one. Thank you for everything you do. You're welcome. Where was I? Smoky Crab, get the $5. Thank you. The pasty from the Kringla store in Epcot. Oh, that! You're talking about yeah. I forgot. I did get a Kringla, didn't I? Now I remember. It was at Epcot. Yeah, I thought I wanted to get something, that was authentic, and I guess, well, I don't know. Maybe I don't know my Norwegian treats well enough. Because I remember somebody was saying, I thought it was one thing, but it was something else. And they're like, no, it's exactly what it said it was. Anyway. Am I looking forward to the new Avatar movie? Yeah, sure. Of course. I am a fan of the series. Yeah. When do you think Avengers Infinity Defense will open? I think it'll be done by the end of next year. That's what I think. Owen Beaumont. Dave, we need a go or no-go shirt. We have a go or no-go shirt. It's go and no-go. They're colored sleeves, red and green. Go or no, whatever. I don't know. Red. There is one. We have one. Go to freshbakedpresents.com and then click the shop, and you'll see that shirt there, hopefully. Yeah, I'm very excited to see the Tron movie. I know it's going to suck, but that's okay. It's beautiful. It's very pretty. I like pretty movies sometimes. My favorite ride at Disneyland is probably the train, the Disneyland Railroad. What are we doing? Man, it's only at 2% right now. This is gonna take forever. I think I missed part of the conversation. Drew, our ride overlay doesn't suck. Wait, which one are you talking about? Which ride? Fabulous Fab, get the $5. Thank you. Is it really worth staying at the Grand California? Worth is entirely subjective. You know, I mean, it's nice. It's a very nice hotel. It's probably it's the best hotel on property, obviously. You get a lot of really great views, easy access to the park. It's really cool. It's lovely to stay there. Absolutely lovely. But is it worth $600 to $900 a night? I don't know. That depends on how well off you are, I guess. Jungle Cruiser, get the $5. Thank you. New Brick Video today says they are installing a large new electric sign in Batu Marketplace. Thoughts? I have not heard of that. That's interesting. Yeah, I love signs. I love electric signs. I love bright, shiny electric signs. Go for it. Do it.
Okay.
Martin Jimenez, gift the $2. Thank you. Hello from Houston. Have you seen Marvel Zombies? I don't watch things. I don't watch a lot of Disney content, to be perfectly honest. Mostly because, A, I don't have a lot of watch time available to me. I have about an hour a night to watch literally anything. So I tend to spend a lot of that time watching things that my wife and I like. We like true crime and that kind of stuff. So I haven't even seen Andor yet. But it's because I'm at the desk and I'm working for pretty much the whole day, right? Or I'm at the park. But I can't watch, and I stay locked in if I can help it. It's hard for me to listen to a movie or watch a movie on the side and then also work at the same time. No, I'm sorry, Drew. I have not. I know. I heard it's amazing, but I don't have 16 hours or however. Oh, hi, honey. What's up, princess?
Good night.
Good night. Mwah. Are you all done? You're going to night? You having a bath?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
What? That's you. Yeah.
And I'm not talking.
Yeah, I know. They can't hear you. Or, I mean, I don't have the sound on, so it doesn't. Anyway.
Right there.
Yeah, you're in both places.
I say, good night, FreshBaked.
Okay, are you a duck? Or a ballerina?
Oh.
Okay, come on, baby girl.
I don't know what that move was. Good night, honey. I love you.
Love you. Wow.
Honey, turn around and face the other way so that you can see where you're going. She's
Goodbye.
staring at herself. Okay, where was I? Let's see. Hold on, let me check. Okay, 3%. It's charging very slowly. The charger that it's connected to is not a high-speed charger, so it's going to take a while. I wish I had my battery pack. Did you catch the Mondo trailer? Or Mando, sorry. Yes, I did see the trailer. I think it looks great. I'm really looking forward to that. And did I catch up? I think I did. And then Drew. I guess I did. Katie, have you considered doing a video waiting in all the single rider queues to see which ones are worth it? I have a single rider video out, although some of the rides that are in that video are no longer single rider, I think. But yeah, there's a video we have out already, how to do every single rider and what it's like. They're all worth it, with the exception of maybe Incredicoaster. Incredicoaster is kind of on the bubble on being worth it. Alexis Corrigan, gifted $5. Thank you. Have you noticed if they kept anything from Splash and Tiana's ride, like how they kept Eeyore's sign in the Indy line and Max, Buff, and Melvin in Pooh? Actually, no. But I'm not the one to ask. There certainly, we would have heard by now. We would have heard by now from the people who are super into that kind of thing, if there was such a thing. And I have not heard from anybody on that. So I don't think there is, to be honest. Drew, random question, but which DLR project are you most excited for? Curious what you think about the transformation of DCA since you're at the resort so often. Drew, I am super excited about all the stuff that they're adding to DCA. if for no other reason than it needs just so much more capacity. It's the same price as Disneyland, but it's got about a third of the entertainment. So I would be happy if they converted or they committed all of Disneyland Forward to DCA, not just not splitting it in half. The project I'm most excited for is probably Coco, just because I love dark rides, and I think that even though I say that DCA needs dark rides very badly, so I'm glad that we're getting one. But you could argue that obviously that we're losing one in the process. But we're going to get something else replacing that as well. We need more dark rides. We need more escape rides, more family-friendly rides at DCA, so I think I'm most excited for Coco. Yeah. Theme parks and things with Johnny. What happened to the Knott's vid? If it's okay to ask, sure. Yeah. Our viewers are not hardcore horror fans, generally. I mean, there is a crossover. Horror and Disney does cross over. Whenever we go to a horror con, we're constantly running into Disney fans, but it's not like 100%. And so I'm trying to be a little more sensitive, question mark. Generally speaking, I know that we're not going to get viewers. I just know. We're not going to get viewership the way that other channels might for those kind of videos. For those of you who got surprised by it, I blurred some stuff out. And I got yelled at for that by a lot of people saying, what's the point? I turned the video off, etc., etc. And I figured since this video is going to be a dog anyway, I'm just going to take it down. If nobody's going to watch it and the people who are watching it are going to yell at me for blurring stuff out just because I was trying to be, family oriented or whatever, then I'll just take it down and just that's it, because it's a dog if it's a dog. That's it. I won't be doing it again next year. We won't be publishing Horror Nights or Knott's on this channel going forward. It's over. It's done. %. My goodness. Yeah, I know most people, it gets annoying. The comments get annoying. I'm sorry. Sometimes the comments just get annoying. Lindsay gifted $5. Thank you. Do you find that it is more crowded on Tuesday AMs for pin trading? I don't know about pin trading traffic. I don't even know when that starts or where. But I will say that Tuesdays are a fairly busy day on normal, they're as busy as a weekend, let's say. But I don't know how that relates to pin trading. I'm not really familiar with that at all. Drew, it'll be at 100% by D23 next year. What did I miss? Drew, I feel like I'm missing half your conversation here. What's going to be 100%? Oh, well, it's at 5 now. It's at 5. I got you. Sometimes, that's funny. I thought we were talking about, Coco or Avatar or something like that. How was Avengers? Are you talking about the construction or the crowds, or what are we talking about for Avengers Campus? Did you all catch one of the horror actors recognize him and called him out, Half-Baked? Yeah, I got more than that. There was a few. A couple times I wasn't rolling. We got a few. Oh God, who was it? There was a character who was like literally, you look fresh baked or something. I don't remember what he said, but he wasn't like doing a shout out. He tried to incorporate it into his bit. It was pretty funny. It was pretty enjoyable. So the construction, I've got a picture that I'm going to share. They've actually grown the building again. There's more steel, there's more frame at Avengers Infinity Defense, and I think that's the Stark Flight Lab portion that's starting to get, we're seeing the frame for Stark Flight Lab. So it's turning into like to you guys, like that. Yeah, it's turning into like that now. There you go, Flight Lab time. Yeah. That part on the right, when I put the pickup on the app, you'll see it's the steel on the right hand side that is Stark Flight Lab. How am I enjoying my new shoes? I love my new shoes, man. They have saved my knees big time. Drew, and Encanto time for us very soon. Well, they're vertical, obviously, right? They are vertical. That's what the crane's for, right? You're going to be able to see steel over that wall. It's too bad you can't see it from the boneyard, though. So then is the layout for the rides exactly like how they are on the concept art? No, not exactly, but it's getting closer, I think. I don't know, I'd have to look at the concept art again. But yeah, the fact that they're building that side on the right does suggest, it does start to make, it makes more sense now than it did to me before. I'm very bad, by the way, at visualizing how things are gonna look. That's not a strong point of mine. I see things and I'm like, that's how it looks. That's how it's going to look forever. You know, sometimes I have a hard time filling in the gaps. Drew, Avengers Campus concept art is very close to the final product. Yeah, yeah, I would agree with that. It's getting closer. The only part that I'm having trouble with is still that space in the back where they have the other the plane, the other plane. What the hell are those things called? The Quinjet? The Quinjet that they have in the back of the concept art, there's like a little platform that's sitting on that's separate from the main building. I don't see them building that on, you know, in live. So I'm not sure what that's all about, but otherwise it looks about the same. Yeah. When do you think the new Adventures Campus restrooms are completed? Probably, and next year. They haven't even, I don't think they even have foundation yet. Your new music at the beginning of your State of Disneyland video was interesting, question mark. I don't know what you mean. It's just stock like music, right? I don't remember, I watched that. I don't remember it being all that out of the ordinary. What did I miss? What am I missing? I don't know. Any new musicals coming to DCA? No. Nope. Nope. It's still a barren, empty building. How am I doing? Is it 6%? Is that enough to get going? Is our guest who wants to treat in the park, are you still here? Why do you think there is zero traction with Tortilla Joe's? There's probably a permit issue. Sometimes they get stuck. I know that the reason why they changed gears at one point, I believe, because they were going to reskin it, and that's why they were going to reskin the Tortilla Joe's building. That's why the concept art for the steakhouse looks very similar to the Tortilla Joe's building. You could make comparisons, but I think they decided to take it down and build from the ground up for whatever reason. I don't know, and that's changed. That's changed the whole process of permits and things like that. They have to file a whole new array of permits to build it the way they're going to. And as such, there's probably going to be delays in that sense. Okay. Oh, they are gone. So, okay, so who's in the park? Who wants a treat? Let's do this. I'm in the mood to buy some food. All right, Drew. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate you. Would getting rid of the Hyperion Theater for Avatar Land be a good thing? Well, yes and no. I mean, obviously it gives you more space to do things, but it's not a continuous piece of property. What you need for a project like Avatar is a rectangle or a square. You can't, the Hyperion piece of property isn't really enough by itself to do something with. It sticks out. It's like a peninsula compared to the rest of the property, right? So it doesn't, if you wanted to make use of the Hyperion, you would probably have to demo the rest of Hollywoodland as well, is my thinking. So I think that's why they're not doing anything, because it's the square and then a little thing down here. That's the Hyperion. What are you going to do with that? You can't do nothing. There's nothing you can do there. Kathy, Ryan. Oh, Koala is in the park. Okay, Koala, what do you want? Let's go. Let's do it. Order food. Oh God, am I gonna be able to buy food tonight? I'm from Australia and I'm near Smallwood. I mean, the park is small enough, you can get just about anywhere within 5 or 6 minutes. So whatever you feel like. I don't know I have no idea what an Australian would be into. I mean, you're next to the Troubadour, you're next to Edelweiss Snacks, you're next to Cafe Daisy. Let's see. There's, oh yeah, Red Rose Tavern is not far from you. I mean, there's a lot of places. Well, this is just not going well. The cheesy garlic pretzel bread is actually pretty good at Edelweiss Snacks. Yeah, that's actually, I would not say no to one of those right now. Where am I? There we go. Harbor Gala cookies are good, but that's actually kind of a long way from where she's at. I feel like she's trying to be in the neighborhood. They don't have a Vegemite churro, Wally. So you want the, whatchamacallit? I forget what it's called already. The cheesy pretzel bread, okay. Where'd it go? Cheesy garlic pretzel bread, there it is. Got it, done. I know it was a joke, Dana, I know. I do have a sense of humor, trust me. Okay, reviewing the order. Oh God, here we go. Yep, they're gonna ask me, why can't I've added the card for blessed sakes. I've done it 100 times. Man, I cannot see. Okay, add a card. Okay, hang in there guys. I gotta do this stupid thing. I almost read the card number out loud. Tuba Ticho. Na. Oh. Hang on. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay. Done. All right, your order number is 1969. It's going to be ready in about a minute. Where do you get the cheesy bread? At Edelweiss Snacks next to the to the Matterhorn. Okay. Did I forget anything here? Okay, so what park at WDW would you prefer for someone who hasn't gone in a while? Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom, then Epcot. I say Magic Kingdom because it's a castle park. I feel like the castle parks are, no matter where you go, that's top. That's tip top for me. So even though it's not as good as Disneyland, and it may not even be as good as Epcot in some ways. It's still, I think everybody needs to, if you only have one park to go to, you got to go to Magic Kingdom. Nate gives $2, says hit the like button. Thank you, Nate. What's the hardest part about having a YouTube channel? Constantly having to be like, I need to make a video. I need an idea. What am I going to do today? What video am I going to shoot? How am I going to get that video done? Do I have to write it? How much work is it going to be? Constantly having to come up with ideas for videos and having to come up with something to say, because you have to keep making videos. You can't stop making videos. YouTube, absolutely, no matter what anybody tells you, YouTube loves quantity. What's the coolest item you've bought? Oh, I don't know. Coolest item. I don't buy things. I generally don't buy things, so I can't really speak to that, I don't think. I don't know. I can't think of anything. Yeah, plus the people mover at Magic Kingdom. They ain't got no people mover at Epcot. They ain't got hardly, man, it is hard to get around Epcot, let me tell you. Local hotel videos. I've thought about that. We did a video from the Castle Inn, and we did a video from Tropicana. Both of those did very well. And so I keep thinking about doing that. I also want to do some, I don't know if I can actually do it, but I want to do some 1-star Yelp review hotels, like the Blue Sky. No, not Blue Sky. What's that one on Catella? One of those crappy 1-star hotels on Catella. Your food is ready. Your food is ready. Is it Blue Boy? Yeah, I think I want to stay the night at the Blue Boy, or even the ones on the other side over there that they're a little bit of a further walk. I've read some really terrifying stories. 1969 is the number. I've heard some terrifying stories about those hotels over there by Coco's, or actually it's not Coco's anymore, but down in that direction, on the other side of the Anaheim Convention Center. Dana, I've stayed there, Blue whatever, stayed out of the room as much as I could. Right? So I want to do a video from there, just to say that I did. The Alamo, yes, that's another. Well, no, the Alamo is actually not that bad, I don't think. But I want to do more Harbor Boulevard hotels, and maybe some of those on Catella also. How about a video on parking lots outside of Disney? I don't know if that's a whole video. I would incorporate that into just a one giant how to park at Disneyland video, which I actually have. I have one in production, sort of. It's being written, but I have to rewrite it because how to park at Disneyland keeps changing. It keeps changing, so I'm not sure. Once I write it, it's going to be out of date. Do you have a WDW trip planned? Yes, we're going to be there in October. What hotel do you recommend for a WDW first timer? I mean, I don't know if I can speak to that because I haven't really stayed at very many. I mean, I've stayed at more than I had in the past. I really enjoyed the Caribbean. Got to tell you, that's still my favorite. I've been to five or six different hotels now, I think. At least 5 or 6, but the Caribbean so far is still my favorite. What about a video on ride vehicles? How many per person, etc.? I'm not sure what you mean, Bryce. Yeah, can you expand on that? Jack, do you know anything about the transit plan between Disneyland and the OC Vibe? Not any more than everybody else does. I don't have any inside info, just what they reported, what was reported earlier, like a week or two ago. Yeah, I have stayed at Pop Century, and I've stayed at Art of something. I remember one of those. Those were okay. Uh, but yeah, and the value's okay. It's the cheapest, but I don't feel like I'm getting a particularly good value, even though it's cheap. I don't feel like I'm getting. I don't mind spending an extra 100 a night to stay at the Caribbean, if that's what it is. I can't remember what the price difference was, but I feel like it's like 100 a night. Kathy Ryan approves, you guys. Kathy Ryan approves of the cheesy garlic bread. She said it's very yummy. That's good to hear. Manatee Mama gifted 20 bucks. Thank you. Hi, David. Have you played Pixar Putt Mini Golf at the Pixar Place Hotel? I have not. No. Matter of fact, they're taking that out soon, I think. Right? But no, I have not. I have not done that. Is it fun? Any Knott's Berry Farm updates from Adrian? No, but I do want to go back, and I need to get over to Universal again. I keep trying, but it's just my time is spread so thin already that it's hard, especially for Universal. That's a round trip 3 hours maybe for me, 3 hours to go to Universal, hour and a half each way. McD or McMD, aren't you staying at the Polynesian? Yes, I am, but I have not stayed there yet, so I don't know. I don't know what it's like. Although I'm sure the room we're going to be in is a suite, so I'm sure it'll be amazing. No doubt about it. Maybe try a Not Scary Farm video. I feel like I'm being trolled on that one, maybe. Am I being trolled? Palos Adventures. The LA traffic is so much fun. It really, really is. It really is my favorite. I love especially driving into LA from Orange County is my absolute favorite because the drive is so pleasant and enjoyable. There's lots of really cool sights to see. It's very clean. The 5 to whatever the 101, wonderful, wonderful vistas. Kenneth Bartley gifted $2. Thank you. Magic key that you bought in closet. Good purchase. Oh, you mean that up there? Yeah, we had a lot of fun with that. That was great. The traffic is bad. I left Universal Studios at like 9:30 one night, and it was still an hour and a half. So annoying. Kathy, sounds like you're having a great day. I was thinking the same thing. Gosh, Kathy right now, she's just chilling at Small World, getting a treat, waiting for the parade. That's going to Disneyland, man. That's just so great. It is just so great. When do you think the park is going to get busy again? When's the next Olympics? The 101 through downtown is brutal. I mean, I don't think I've ever had a smooth ride through the 101 through downtown going in, like in the morning or in the afternoon or anytime really. Sometimes I get a break coming home, but going in every single time is just brutal. And the roads are old and just, I mean, I don't know if I'm being a freeway snob or whatever, but I mean, I don't know how people do it every day. I honestly don't. And I used to. I used to commute from Orange County to Manhattan Beach every day. And I mean, I know that's not all the way to LA, but it ain't close either. It was, a good hour or so. It was brutal. Oh man, I hated it. Theme parks and things with Johnny. Once the Halloween season is over, Disneyland will be busy again. Well, here's the thing about that, Johnny, is that it used to be not so long ago, a couple of years ago, that the Halloween season was the beginning of it got busy at the Halloween season. That was the point when it started, when the crowds would, double basically. And then it kind of got progressively more busy towards the Christmas season. Halloween used to pop like crazy, and I can prove it. I spent a lot of time on Theme Park IQ looking at wait times and things like that, and you can see it. It happened in May. In May, everything just went off a cliff. You can see it. You can see it in the wait time stats. He edits it out. What are you talking about, Tom? What did I miss? I feel like I missed a story. I don't know. I don't know why May. I honestly don't know. Eggs, get the $5. Thank you. What did you think of Jaws, the exhibition? It was amazing. I loved it. The Jaws exhibit, the whole Academy Award building there or whatever is amazing. I was absolutely in love. Absolutely in love with that place. It was great. Oh, Kimberly B. People asking you for, well, it's not that I edited it out. I stopped the camera. So, I mean, sometimes, actually, there was one in DCA. When the State of DCA report, I kept rolling, and then I stopped it to take the picture. But I'm by myself, so it's hard. It would be weird for me to hold the camera up while I'm taking a picture with somebody. That seems inappropriate and difficult at the same time. So, no, it's not so much that I edit it out. It's just that I turn the camera off when I start talking to people. And so it may not seem like I'm talking to very many people, but trust me, I take 25, 50 selfies a day. Probably closer to, yeah, at least that many, yeah. Daryl B. Johnson, get the $5. Thank you. Hi, David. It's just spent a week at Walt Disney World, and your shows were really helpful to get me prepared. So glad you have added Florida to your programming. Yeah, I got one more trip at least, and we'll give it another shot for that. And I mean, certainly they don't do as well as Disneyland videos, but I still want to go because I like going to Walt Disney World. So hopefully I can find the time to keep doing that and the budget. You probably covered it, but it has the Costco tickets that were sold on the West Coast affect how busy? No, it's dead. Parks are dead. So unless the Costco sale has killed attendance, no, it has no effect at all. The parks are still dead. I was in the park yesterday in 5-minute, 10-minute waits across the board. I don't have any juice left on my phone. It died already on me. I don't know if I can. No, I can't see it from here. No, parks are still dead. John Castanares, gifted $5. Thank you. Love the content and cool bumping into you every now and then at DCA. Doing another trip to Walt Disney World next year in January after going in August this year. Awesome. Sounds good. Thanks, man. How much are tickets for Animal Kingdom? It doesn't seem like a place I'd spend $100. Well, it's just like here. I think the prices for all the parks across the board are about the same price. Yeah, it's like 130, 140 probably. In a video, you signed someone's shirt. Do you sign any autograph books? I've signed lots of autograph books, yeah. San Diego Sun, get the $5, thank you. Saw you on Monday at DCA, used your park science and got on a bunch of rides. Awesome, you are doing a great job, and this community definitely appreciates it. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you very much. Does Disneyland feel a Canadian blackout? Well, I don't know how to answer that, actually, because there's no demographics provided to me when I enter the park and to say what percentage of guests are from out of town. I will say this, I don't hear a lot of out of town accents, but I do, people tell me where they're from whenever I meet them. The only accent that I'm still hearing a lot of is New Zealand and Australia, but mostly New Zealand actually. I think of all the out of country guests that I see or hear from the most, it's New Zealand. However, I'm sure I've met some Canadians. I just can't tell they're Canadian unless they say the word out, and then I'm like, oh, that's a joke. But no, no, I don't know if it is or not. I have no idea. Jeremy Cole has gifted $2. Thank you. Will Paint the Night still be running in April? Should be. Yeah, should be. I just paid $273 for a one-day park hopper at Walt Disney. How much is the park hopper for Walt Disney World? What's your take on us losing the Toy Story lot? Take it. It's fine. Go for it. We need more, whatever. Anything that any more Disney we can get, I'm excited for it. Lots of my fellow Vancouverites aren't traveling across the borders right now. I mean, I get it. I get it. David, is Magic Morning Hour really worth it? Well, A, it's not an hour. It's a half an hour. Worth? I mean, it's cool, but worth what? The price of a stay at a hotel? Here's the thing, and this is something that I'm going to mention. I got to figure out where I want to comment on this. But I feel like there's a nefarious reason why they killed extra whatever early entry at Disneyland. There's a very nefarious reason, and it's something that I brought up a couple years ago in a video, and I predicted it, and it hasn't happened yet, but I think this is just the first step. I don't know where I'm gonna. Maybe I'll have to do a news video. I haven't done a news video in a while, although the timing of it is probably too late now. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Did I get a quote on what? Yeah, park hopping is hard at Walt Disney World, for that matter, especially if you're trying to go to Animal Kingdom. Did you hear about the Stardust Racers incident? How was your experience riding it? I did hear about it, obviously, although I don't know enough to say, whether or not, I can't speak to culpability or anything like that. I will say that it is it's a terrifying ride. But you're obviously well harnessed. You're not going anywhere. I'm trying to imagine what possible avenues there could be for injury. But you're in plus the physics of it is just keeps you in your seat. So I've had trouble trying to imagine how it could have happened in general. But I never felt like I was at risk, other than being afraid, just because I'm afraid. But I never felt like I was at risk or anything like that. I never felt like it was too rough or something like that. I never really had that feeling. So I don't know. I can't really speak to it in that sense. He passed out because of his condition. So again, yeah, I've heard that, but there's not enough details for me personally to speak and say, okay, so that because he passed out, this other thing happened, or what? I've heard about his possible condition, etc. I don't know enough. It is not in my. I just don't know enough. I'm not well informed enough to speak on it. It's tragic. I'll say that. It's really, really a bummer. And I've heard some people saying some really terrible things on social media, like insensitive things. And I know it's like, I don't know, man. Like, just don't say it. Like, if you can't, I don't know why people feel so free to be assholes. Like, what is it about social media where people just feel like they're free, like they have just license to say some of the crudest, terrible shit ever? I'm sorry. I just got triggered just now. Anyway, let's take another subject. Kimberly, he had spinal problems and had ridden the ride like 5 times that day? Really? Wow. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing is that, like a lot of us, I'm sure we all think things. If you could just take a moment, just take the briefest second and say, maybe it's not necessary, even though I know it's going to sound cool or funny or I want to get it in there. What are you actually accomplishing? What is the goal? What is your actual goal of saying that thing? And maybe it's just not worth it. Maybe it's just not worth the trouble of saying the thing. Maybe you're just a jerk. You know? Just take a second, 1 or 2 seconds to think about the things you're about to say. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? That's a good question. I'm going to say 7. I think a woodchuck could chuck 7 wood if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Maleficent or Evil Queen? I'm Evil Queen. Yeah, I'm Team Evil Queen. Do you have any reservations about riding Stardust again? That's a great question. I asked that of Liz the other day, or this morning actually, we were talking about that. I don't want to be there the first day. You know what I mean? I'm already afraid. And again, it's not so much that I don't trust. I have fear. That's all. I have fear. And I'm sure that, it's so rare for something like this to happen. It's not like I'm going to these things like, am I putting my life at risk or anything like that? I never really feel like that. I do a lot of things that I don't want to because I'm afraid, but I know that I'm fine. I know I'm safe. Where am I? Tom, yeah, it's still closed. It's going to be closed for a little while. I think they're going to do a whole reevaluation of the ride, not just to make sure that it's still safe, but I think they're going to try to make it so that it's more safe. I think that's the goal. They did something already. I think they did a brake trim, because before the park opened, I think it was even more aggressive than it was when they actually opened it. And I think they might be trying to maybe turn it down a little bit, another 10% or something, Shadowless Pan, get the $10. Thank you. That's the right response, David. As per why people are such herds today, I think COVID has a lot to do with it. Being locked away and antisocial for so long changed people. I think it's social media, and just in general, Twitter is a hellhole. You know what I mean? And the sort of the instant rage, the instant ability to have rage and to be in rage mode. Everybody is just so quick to be angry, and it's Twitter. It's Twitter that's doing it. I gotta say, I don't like Twitter. I don't like Twitter at all. That's where I put it. I mean, but you're probably right. COVID had something to do with it. But man, Twitter sucks. Twitter just, Instagram, all social media, yes, to a degree, but Instagram, I don't know about you, but my feed is mostly cat videos and, those Australian guys that do skits, those funny Australian guys. I can't remember the name of the, and the dad joke guy, he's all over my feed. I like the dad joke guy. I like the Australian guys. In the cat videos. Oh man. Anyway, is that it? Is it time? Is it 8 o'clock? It is 8 o'clock. Thanks guys. I appreciate you. Had fun tonight. Glad we could do this again. We'll see you next Thursday. I don't think there's gonna be any stopping us from next Thursday, so we'll see you then. Thanks for watching, everybody. I love you. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. FreshBaked.